Selective Catalytic Reduction System, SCR. SCR, Selective Catalytic Reduction, are active system that reduces the level of nitrogen oxide in the exhaust gas from the engine by means of catalytic elements and a reducing agent. Reducing agent used are ammonia or urea. In our SCR, we use a reducing agent of an urea water solution, known as diesel engine fluid or DEF. Is an untoxic fluid composed of 32% automotive-grade aqueous urea and purified water, or 40% DEF, 40% urea. It is sprayed onto a special catalyst. The DEF sets off a chemical reaction in the exhaust on a special catalyst, the process known as reduction. It converts nitrogen oxide or NOx into nitrogen, water, and tiny amount of carbon dioxide or CO2, the natural components of the air we breathe, and this process known as selective. Now liquid or solid byproducts are produced. The SCR achievable NOx emission reduction efficiencies in the range of 70% to 90% or up to 98% depending on the number of factors, including the dosage of reducing agent, the volume of catalyst elements, and exhaust gas temperature as per ICAC 2000. Preparation for Tier 3 mode before ECA or SECA entry. Change over the fuel oil from very low sulfur fuel oil to low sulfur marine gas oil, and the sulfur content is 0.1% or less. In MOP A or B screen, adjust the fuel quality offset. Press engine. Press process adjustment. Press index calibration. Below you can choose which one you are going to adjust. First, I will adjust the density at 15 degrees Celsius. Select density at 15 degrees Celsius. Adjust by arrow down or arrow up to enter the new specific gravity of LSMGO you are using. Then after finish entering the desired specific gravity, press save to apply the new specific gravity of fuel you are using. Next, select the fuel temperature. Then adjust by arrow down or arrow up and press save to apply the desired temperature setting. And lastly, select low calorific value. Adjust by arrow down or arrow up and then press save to apply the desired set value. If the deviation is greater than 3%, the following adjustment should be made to keep it within 3%. To adjust, select manual fuel index calibration. Press arrow down or arrow up to adjust and press save to apply the new set value. Adjustment of the cylinder oil feed rate. In our case, the cylinder lubrication feed rate was already adjusted, but if needed, these are the following adjustment method. On MOP A or B screen, press cylinder lubrication, then press feed rate factor. For feed rate factor, any value up to 1 gram per kilowatt, but in our setting, it's 0.57. And for feed rate adjust factor, we have 1.0 gram per kilowatt hour setting. And the setting for our minimum feed rate is 1.10 gram per kilowatt. This is as per technical. And lastly, for fuel oil sulfur content, enter the sulfur content of the fuel you are using. The MGO that we use has a 0.08% sulfur content. To enter, press fuel oil sulfur. Press arrow down or arrow up to change the desired value, then press apply to save the new set value. Take note, if your fuel oil sulfur content is more than 0.1%, you cannot switch to Tier 3 mode. Preparation for Tier 3 mode before ECA or SECA entry. Heating of the SCR reactor requires the exhaust gas energy from running of the main engine, and it is recommended to run the main engine at the load of more than harbor speed or more than 50% engine load if possible while heating the SCR reactor. Take note, heating of SCR reactor will take approximately 2 hours, meaning you will start heating your SCR reactor for more than 2 hours so that upon entering ECA or SECA, your SCR is already active. Heating of the SCR reactor started by the following buttons. In MOP A or B screen, press SCR standby and press enable. Then press engine mode Tier 2 and select Tier 3. After that, SCR will perform heating the reactor. By doing this procedure, heating is performed automatically but no urea injection yet. In ERCS MOP, you can monitor the status of your SCR. For not ready, SCR is in fault or the system cannot be used. Maybe you forgot to change the value of the sulfur content of your fuel oil to 0.1% or less, and your SCR is in stop. In SCR mode, Press stop to switch to auto mode. Standby. Your SCR is in auto mode and ready to use. Heating. You just start up heating your SCR reactor. Reactor ready. Heating process is done and your reactor is ready. Dosing enabling. Your SCR is preparing to inject urea water. Dosing. SCR active. Your SCR is in operation and injecting urea water. As you can see in ERCS Emission Reduction Control System MOP, the 1200 ppm NOx concentration lowers to 200 plus ppm NOx concentration. Flushing. Dosing is finished and flushing the injection lens with compressed air. Switching generator engine SCR into operation. First, change over the engine from very low sulfur fuel oil to low sulfur marine gas oil or marine diesel oil with 0.1% or less sulfur content 2 hours before entering ECA or SECA zone. In generator engine SCR control panel, it is necessary to input the fuel type MGO or MDO and urea concentration. In our ECR, it was already input in the system. To check, touch parameter, then user input, and you can see in the monitor that it was already set. After changing over the fuel type, turn on the SCR on-off switch in the control room. When the SCR on-off switch is turned on, the control panel automatically changes the changeover valve from bypass to catalyst line. And after that, the catalyst will start to warm up and it takes about 2 hours to start the operation of the SCR system. It is recommended that the engine load is in 50% or higher to run the warm-up operation of the catalyst. When one or more engines are in operation, the pump of the urea water will operate automatically. It will start the injection of the urea water automatically with the following condition of the engine and the SCR system. And now, the SCR is in operation. To stop the operation of main engine SCR system after ECA or SECA exit, switching from Tier 3 to Tier 2 mode. To begin with, close the SCR reactor by the following buttons. In MOP A or B, touch engine mode Tier 3, then select Tier 2, and SCR will be on standby mode. In ERCS, you can see the SCR system is in flushing operation. This means dosing is finished and flushing the injection lens with compressed air is performed for 5 minutes. Change over the fuel oil from LSMGO to VLSFO. In MOP A or B, adjust the fuel quality offset. For adjustment, follow the same method made in switching Tier 2 to Tier 3 mode by entering required set values. For adjustment of the cylinder lubrication feed rate, no adjustment needed except for the fuel oil sulfur. But if you adjusted the feed rate in switching from Tier 2 to Tier 3 mode, follow the same method made by entering the required set values. To stop the SCR operation of generator engine after ECA or SECA exit, turn off the SCR on-off switch of the control panel in the control room. Change over the fuel oil of engine from MGO or MDO to VLSFO. After switching off the on-off switch, the control panel automatically changes the valve from the catalyst line to the bypass line, and it also stops automatically the injection and circulation pump of the urea water. After the injection stops, the urea water remaining in the nozzle unit and urea injection nozzle is purged to the drain tank for 5 minutes. For SCR alarms. For alarms in main engine SCR, you can see the details in ERCS MOP and in SCR auxiliary control panel. To view the details of alarms and reset in ERCS MOP, touch the displayed alarm in ERCS monitor. Select alarm list. Press info to see the details of alarms. In SCR auxiliary control panel, touch the alarm button. Press acknowledge and press reset. To view the list of alarms, press history. For generator engine SCR, in the control panel alarm monitor, you can acknowledge and reset the alarms. For more information about your SCR system, please refer to your instruction manual. That's all for the operation of SCR system for main engine and generator engines. I hope this video enlightens you in switching SCR system from Tier 2 to Tier 3 mode and Tier 3 to Tier 2 mode. Let us keep safe always, and God bless us all.